Bellator parting ways with Jimmy Smith. Yeah. How much did you know about this?
I run with the crowd who might be in the know when it comes to this stuff. I knew, I should say, probably a day before it hit the mainstream that, he was out as the commentator at Bellator. And what were his reasons why? What did he say to the media?
He said that there was an option year, and 2018 was the option year, which I don't know.
That means Paramount, formerly known as Spike, Paramount Network now. Paramount has the option to pick you up or not.
Oh, okay.
And so what did they decide not to?
He said they couldn't agree to the terms. They did try to hold on to him, but the terms that he wanted, they didn't want, so separated.
Well, when he means terms, that means they weren't giving enough
money. Yeah.
So things happen. I think he's a great commentator.
Mm-hmm.
He's intense, dude. I worked with him when I worked for Bellator at the Madison Square Garden card. Great guy. Knows his stuff, man. We disagree as far as who's the greatest of all time and stuff like that, but he knows his stuff. So he said, what happened was I had to deal with an option year. 2018 was option year. When I was doing the Bellator show in Verona, New York, my boss sat me down and said, we're not going to renew for 2018. We want a different deal. When your girlfriend comes in and says, we need to talk, it's never to say, I don't give you enough blowjobs. They never say that. It's always bad. That's an interesting take. They said, we want to change the deal around. They did make an honest effort to keep me. They really tried. They didn't make me an offer that was worth me coming back. That was the deal. Yeah, so it sounds like, budget cuts, and they didn't want to pay him for what he's worth, and good for him.
I wonder what happens to him now.
He'll be with the UFC.
Say what?
He'll sign with the UFC.
Seriously?
Guarantee it.
Holy crap.
Really? You're that surprised? They need some help, man. They need some help because who knows what Rogan's going to do. His contract's up in 2018. You have the young guys, Paul Felder, Dominic Cruz, who I thought in this last pay-per-view was a little too chatty for my liking. I think he's brilliant, but was a little too chatty. He kind of overstepped, on Rogan's toes and Anik. Anik barely got a word in. Rogan barely got a word in. That's the way it goes. DC's probably your best out of that crop. Outside Rogan, you probably got DC's your number one. But you need a play-by-play, you need a color guy. So I think Jimmy Smith would be a great addition. He knows the game like nobody else. He's very good. He's very, very good. He's right up there for me with Brian Stan as far as they're not going to bring humor to the table, but they know their stuff so damn well you want to hear them talk. There's no one better than Rogan when it comes to that. As far as knowledge, making it fun to listen to, breaking it down in layman terms, there's no one better than Rogan.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Smith is damn good, man. He'll be with, I guarantee he signs with the UFC.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, so what's up with Bellator then? What?
Bellator's looking for somebody.
I heard rumors, and many people actually hit me up about it too. A lot of rumors were that you were going to fill that position. And then I remember thinking you were saying you have a surprise announcement later. I thought, oh crap, that's going to be the announcement. I had no idea.
See, that wouldn't, to me, that's not that surprising. Of course I would.
Still a big.
Of course I'd be the guy to fill in at Bellator. I think that's the easy call. My news was the E-show, and I have more news coming probably in the next week or two in regards to some Showtime stuff. But when it comes to Bellator, they know I support them. I love working for them. I'm just, I'm so busy with what I'm doing, man.
Very
with
true.
My comedy, you'll get it when I announce what's going on with Showtime, the E stuff, but I can't spread myself too thin. And yeah, so I'll leave it at that. But I love Bellator. I just, I'm doing my thing over here, man. That's the easy path. I think there's, I don't want to get myself in trouble. I respect them. I love the sport, but I'm trying to grow as an individual. Like, I'm trying to step outside. Of course, the next guy to retire would go right in and do commentating of him. That's easy, man. Of course, the NFL player who stops playing quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys is going to fill in at the desk at CBS. Of course, that's easy. That's not fun for me. That's not exciting to me. I like doing it. Could I have fun with it? Hell yeah. Would I do it with Rogan? Of course. One of my best friends would have a blast doing that. That's not the terms that have been brought to me. I don't I love Bellator. I love working for him. I love doing stuff for him. I'm balls deep in the UFC, man.
That's what I was
I
gonna
don't
ask you,
work for the UFC in any facet, in any capacity. I do not work for the UFC. Some of the people that work in the office, I'll talk to every now and then. Outside that, the only employee, and obviously I talk to a ton of fighters who are friends, who are employees of the UFC, and obviously Rogan's one of my best friends. I talk to him every day. But outside that, I don't have any communication with the UFC. But I fought for the UFC. I break down all the UFC.
Yeah.
And then, Bellator has their stuff going on. They're trying to grow, and I support that. And I do love working for them. They have some great cards. And I honestly think Scott Coker's the best promoter in the world, boxing or MMA. I do. I think he's a fighter's promoter. I think what he's done with Bellator in 3 years, which is now the Paramount Network, what he's done in 3 years is nothing short of unbelievable. I think in 6 years where they're going to be at, it's pretty scary if you're on the other team. It's easy to join the team that's already climbed Mount Everest, and Scott Coker and them are trying to get up to that point, and that's exciting. So that's what excites me about Bellator and stuff like that. But as far as being a commentator, stuff like that, I to me, what's exciting is this project I have going on with Showtime, which is, something different you guys haven't seen. This project I have going on with E is, something different. It's almost kind of the Strahan route, That fighting's I'm always going to be drawn to fighting. I'm always going to have a fan base from fighting. That's there. That doesn't excite me. Nothing's harder than comedy. That takes all my effort, man. Nothing is harder than that.
So this is the last question I'll ask. So if UFC called and they wanted a commentator and they're looking to you to do it, would you do it? I mean, I realize why you would be more interested in UFC because you were actually part of the UFC. That's your home. So would you actually take a gig if they hit you up?
I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. It's a good question.
Fair response.
With my schedule, it'd be tough, man. If they had me on the Rogan game plan where you can pick and choose, but if I'm doing fight nights and stuff like that, it might be tough. I'm just in a different lane, man. It's not a bad thing. I'm not better than anyone. I'm just in a different lane.